The content in this magazine could contain references of topics and difficult subject matter that may be triggering. Please honor your self-inner knowing and proceed with whatever help or guidance you feel is intuitively aligned. Welcome to Sovereign Magazine Podcast. I'm Nicole George, CEO and founder of Sovereign. I'm so happy you are here. We are the magazine podcast and community guiding 5 million women to their sovereign selves. From heart-led conversations to magical meditations, our inspiring guests will show you how they can help you step into your sovereign self. Are you ready to listen to your inner voice and step into your power? Then keep listening to hear all of the intuitive messages meant for you today. Hello. Today I have the privilege of reconnecting with Chris Melville, Sovereign Magazine's in-house coach. She is here to help solopreneurs who are self-sabotaging their business through lack of self-belief, confidence, and business knowledge. Alongside her transformative coaching sessions and workshops in the Sovereign community, Chris runs a thriving coaching practice and is a certified rapid transformational therapy practitioner. With over 30 years of corporate experience, she is passionate about empowering women to overcome mindset challenges and build thriving businesses. She is a true expert in personal empowerment, and she helps others step boldly into their power. Welcome back, Chris.
It's so nice to be back. Lovely to see your face.
I'm so excited. We're going to be talking about fear, anger, and jealousy, which is our February new moon issue. And in your article, fear will always show up, and so grow with it. You explore how fear doesn't appear as entrepreneurs evolve. Instead, it changes shape and follows you wherever you go. So perhaps share a little bit more about this topic and why you wrote it.
So I think the thing about fear is our brain uses fear in our body to move us away from something that it perceives as danger. And a lot of times we think, oh, we might have this mindset block around, like money's a great one that I see all the time. A lot of people are like, oh, I want a 6-figure business. I want a 6-figure business. And then they start making like 55, 60K. And all of a sudden it's like, oh no, that doesn't feel safe. It shows up as fear. And then they might hit those 6 figures. And it's like, okay, well, I want, to make 120 this year. And next year I want to make just 150, an extra. And all of a sudden, that extra 30 grand, it just comes back. It's just another ceiling that they bump off against. So you're kind of like, it moves around. It's like, you think you might have conquered it. You're like, okay, I've hit those 6 figures now. I'm going to be good. I can just keep going. If I could do 6 figures, I can do multiple 6 figures, right? And it just comes back because it's a bit of a habit, to be scared.
So every time we hit a new ceiling, that same fear comes back?
Yeah, it does. And it is the same fear because it's not a fear of making 100 grand. It's a fear of, what if I make so much money that I make more money than my partner and they need me? Or what if I make so much money that all my friends stop inviting me on nights out because they're going to think I'm too good for those kind of nights out? So that's the fear. The fear is the result. Then the body uses fear to try and stop you from ending up in a situation where you could have that result.
So we're interpreting fear as a threat to our safety rather than an indicator of our expansion.
Exactly.
Okay. A lot of women, I feel, in the business world disguise fear as perfectionism or endlessly preparing. How can women begin to discern the differences between true preparation and fear-based procrastination?
So a really great way to do that is before you start whatever you're doing, set a milestone that you're going to be happy with. As we go along and we do things, if we don't have that milestone, it might be a deadline. Okay, I'm giving myself 2 days to do this, and then it's got to be launched, posted. It's like you just have to come up with something that's going to push you to do it, right? You have to put an end. If you don't put an end, every time you start to feel like you're getting close to the end, you'll just move the end further out. Yeah. no, you know what? I'm really tired today. I probably haven't edited that sales page as well as I could have. I'm going to have a really good night's sleep and I'm going to come back tomorrow. And I'm going to, I'll edit it properly then. It's a sales page for a workshop that you're running in 3 days and now you're not going to have time to promote it. It's like, well, actually, I don't have time to promote it, so I'm just going to have to move the date of the workshop, right? So you get in this perpetual cycle, extending the landmark for the ending.
Yeah, I can definitely see that in the entrepreneurial world. I was actually just at Michelle Price's launch for Providence Healing here in San Diego. She launched these vibroacoustic tables.
Okay.
And it was such an amazing experience. And she talked about this very thing. She said, I just had to be okay with good enough. My perfectionism in me was making this launch go on and on and on. And it was amazing. I mean, she wanted feedback so she could get better, but she would have never received that feedback to get better because everything was from her perspective. And one of the things that we talked about was the ideas are in our head, but what is our customer experiencing? You can have the
100%.
greatest idea, but what if your customers have a completely different opinion or vision for that product? And the things that all the feedback that she received for these vibroacoustic tables were things she never thought about, right?
Yeah.
Because she was so stuck in the building of them. Now she has all this feedback from hundreds of people, and they're even better than she could have imagined because she finally got into action, got out of perfectionism, got into the doing. Good was good enough. And now she's launched this product that people love.
Can we talk about something that you said?
Yeah.
Good is good enough. What she was doing where she was probably excellent.
Exactly.
Right?
So excellent.
So we have to lose that phrase of, I just have to get it done and put it out there. I have to go from messy imperfection. Maybe it is perfect. It's not about judging the quality of the work. That's not the issue. The issue is if I keep fussing with it and playing with it, I don't have to put it out there. And if I don't put it out there, then I don't have to do the performance. I don't have to face the feedback. I don't have to worry about possible rejection. Yeah? So we tell ourselves, oh, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. It's not a logical critique of the quality of what we're doing. It is an emotionally driven roadblock to the fear that we have on the other side of what could happen once we've taken the action.
Inside the Sovereign community, you'll find more than a social platform. You will find many private spaces led by women who walk the path with you, like Abby from Canada. Connect with her in her sacred space called Reclaimed and Rise. Step into the Maven Haven with Ebony from the UK, or join the Open Heart Collective with Bonnie from the US. These are just some of the soul sanctuaries curated by conscious women for conscious connection. Come find your space inside the Sovereign community today. Ah, this is so good. Okay, I'm going to move us into steps to your sovereign self. And you don't know what I'm going to ask you.
I know. You keep doing this to me.
I know, but it's so fun. I love it. I love it.
I bet you do.
Okay, so for the woman who is out there building her business and is deeply rooted in her purpose and her intuition, but is stuck in that procrastination or endless preparation, what would you say would be the most powerful first step she could do to turn down the dial on that very loud fear she has?
Put a deadline on it. Because how do we get rid of a fear faster than taking action against that fear and not having the anticipated reaction? The fear is stopping us because, let's say, we're afraid of criticism. People are going to look at something we've done and go, oh, that's not right. the only way to get rid of that fear is in the doing, and having people come back and look at the sales page and go, oh yeah, I'm going to buy that. Oh, I should have used a different color blue there. Oh, I should have used a different font. That is not perfectionism. It's avoiding the catastrophizing fear that you've got in your head.
Yeah, it's almost like rumination in a way, right? That it's just like this constant cycle of fear-based procrastination. And while we keep acting like we're so afraid, it's that loop that you were talking about earlier about that emotional, somatic capacity in our body to hold fear and keep us shrinking ourselves to keep ourselves safe.
But if we can do that, we can also learn to hold the excitement of the fear. Yeah. It's an energy, and we can sit with it. And the more we make our body comfortable with the amount of fear that we can hold, with the amount of excitement, with the amount of stress, it is what expands our capability to be able to face that fear and kind of go, no, I'm not really dealing with that. But you will never get past that fear until you get the reaction that you were not anticipating. You need that validation that that fear is wrong. That it's a serpent eating its tail. It's a vicious circle. You get in it and you can't get out without taking action.
Yes. Okay. So if you're ready to get into action, we have endless things for you this year. Chris has an accountability group in our community.sovereign-magazine.com. She's also hosting a show where she's coaching 3 to 4 women live this year. So if you're ready to take yourself out of procrastination and endless preparation, she's got all sorts of worksheets and things we're going to be doing this year with these beautiful women. And you could come into community.sovereign-magazine.com and ask her questions. She's in there. And you can follow her on all of her socials as well. So the last thing you could do is like, share, and subscribe this, because she is here twice a month on the full moon and new moon, giving us beautiful advice on how we can up-level our business and expand ourselves into receiving more and being able to push that ceiling even higher and higher in our business.
Yeah, my word of the year, abundance.
Oh, I picked the same one.
I did.
Great minds, Nicole.
We do. That's so funny. That is so funny. It's been a year since I picked a word. I skipped last year for some reason. I don't know if I just forgot about it or whatever. I usually pick a word.
Mine was freedom.
Ooh, yes, you got that too. You got that. Yes, you did. Okay, we're going to do abundance together. And abundance doesn't always mean wealth. It means abundance in all areas of your life. So stick around and hear how 2026 goes for Chris and I with our words abundant.
The abundance twins.
Yes. And if you didn't pick a word for 2026, it's not too late. It's not too late. So definitely pick a word and step into that energy.
I love a word of the year. For me, it's like background music in a film. It's always playing there. And then like when the excitement starts to come along, like the music swells, doesn't it? So then it gets louder and it just kind of goes, oh, something exciting happening for me.
Yes, write it on a sticky note, put it everywhere in your house. Keep reminding yourself of your word this year. And even if it is fear, it's okay. You're going to break down that barrier and you're going to step into the expansion of abundance or whatever your word is this year and away from fear. Okay, we'll see you on the next one, Chris. Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with another soul-led entrepreneur here to help you step into your sovereign self. Subscribe to our magazine and podcast and join our global community for all the magic. Details to connect with today's guest or join the movement are in the show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. It helps us reach our goal of guiding 5 million women to self-sovereignty.